Welcome back to the channel. No matter how beloved or famous they may be, even the brightest stars of Hollywood can't always escape the consequences of their actions. From drug trafficking and sex crimes to even murder, some actors have paid a steep price for their serious mistakes. In today's video, we'll explore 25 actors who are currently serving time behind bars for shocking crimes that have left their careers and freedom behind. First on the list is Danny Masterson, best known for his role as Stephen Hyde on That 70s Show. He later appeared in series like Men at Work and The Ranch, where he reunited with his former co-star Ashton Kutcher. However, Masterson's career took a dramatic fall in 2017 when the Los Angeles Police Department launched an investigation into multiple sexual assault allegations. 3 women came forward, accusing him of drugging and raping them at his home between 2001 and 2003. Despite his claims of innocence, the accusations ultimately led to his conviction and imprisonment. Masterson's trial faced delays when the jury was unable to reach a unanimous verdict. However, during his retrial the following year, he was found guilty of 2 out of the 3 charges of rape. He was subsequently sentenced to 30 years to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after serving at least 25 years. Masterson is currently incarcerated at a men's correctional facility in California, located between San Francisco and Los Angeles. A controversial aspect of the case involved the Church of Scientology, to which both Masterson and the victims belonged. The victims have alleged that the church attempted to shield Masterson, pressuring them not to report the assaults. One victim claimed that when she went to the church's Hollywood headquarters to report the attack, she was cautioned against using the term rape and was threatened with expulsion if she contacted the police, potentially leading to estrangement from her family and friends. In response, the Church of Scientology denied these accusations, maintaining that it has no policy preventing members from involving law enforcement and emphasizing that it upholds strict adherence to the law. Next on the list is Ryan Grantham, a former child actor best known for his role as Rodney James in the 2010 film Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He also appeared in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus and an episode of the popular CW series Riverdale. With over 30 on-screen credits, Grantham seemed to have a promising future in the entertainment industry. However, his career came to a devastating halt at the age of 21, when he shocked the world by committing the unthinkable, murdering his own mother. On that tragic day, Grantham took his mother's life, shooting her in the back while she was playing the piano at their home in British Columbia. After the horrific act, he loaded his car with firearms and ammunition, initially planning to assassinate Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. However, Grantham ultimately reconsidered and briefly contemplated carrying out a shooting at his former school, Simon Fraser University. Before any further violence could occur, he made the decision to turn himself in to the authorities. During the trial, Grantham's defense team presented evaluations from 2 court-appointed psychiatrists, both of whom agreed that he was struggling with severe depression, a marijuana use disorder, and other psychological issues at the time of the crime. Grantham pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, expressing remorse and a desire to seek rehabilitation and eventually help others. He was sentenced to life in prison and will be eligible for parole in 2036, after serving at least 14 years. His tragic fall from a promising young actor to a criminal is a stark reminder of how mental health struggles can have devastating consequences. Amy Locane, once a rising star in the early 90s, gained recognition for her breakout role opposite Johnny Depp in Cry Baby, and earned critical acclaim for her performance in Blue Sky, which earned her a Young Artist Award nomination. Locane also appeared in the hit series Melrose Place, making her a household name. However, at the peak of her career, She chose to step away from acting to prioritize her family life. Tragedy struck on June 27, 2010, when Locane was involved in a fatal car accident. Driving 53 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone, she collided with a vehicle driven by Fred Seaman, who was turning left into his driveway. In the crash, Seaman's wife, Helen, a visiting professor at New York University, tragically lost her life. Upon arrival, police discovered that Locane's blood alcohol level was more than 3 times the legal limit. She was charged with second-degree manslaughter and vehicular assault. Initially, Locane was sentenced to just 3 years in prison, far below the typical 5-year minimum. The judge cited her family's circumstances, including the impact on her children, as factors for the reduced sentence. While incarcerated, Locane sought rehabilitation through alcohol treatment programs and achieved sobriety. However, an appeals court later ruled the original sentence was too lenient and increased it to 8 years. Locane is currently serving her sentence at New Jersey's Edna Mahan Correctional Facility and is set for parole consideration on December 20th, 2024. The fourth person on the list is the disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein. Once a towering figure in the film industry, Weinstein co-founded Miramax, producing iconic films like Pulp Fiction and Good Will Hunting, and winning an Academy Award for Shakespeare in Love. However, his career and reputation were irreparably damaged when numerous allegations of sexual misconduct were exposed. In 2017, the New York Times published an explosive investigation detailing accusations from over a dozen women who accused Weinstein of sexual harassment and abuse. The New Yorker later revealed even more victims, bringing the total to nearly 100, including high-profile actresses. In 2018, Weinstein was charged with rape, sexual abuse, and misconduct in connection with 2 women. Actress Annabella Sciorra testified that Weinstein had violently forced himself into her apartment and raped her. Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison in 2020 for the rape and sexual assault charges in New York. He later faced additional charges in Los Angeles, where he was sentenced to another 16 years. Further charges were brought against him in the UK. Weinstein is currently serving his sentences at Mohawk Correctional Facility in upstate New York, and with his multiple convictions, it seems unlikely he will ever be released. Next on the list is Joe Sun, a martial artist whose rise to fame was overshadowed by a series of dark and tragic events. Born in South Korea, Sun moved to the United States, where he pursued a career in mixed martial arts. Although he did not make a major impact in the UFC 3 tournament in 1994, his acting career saw some success. He appeared as a villain in low-budget action films alongside stars like Lorenzo Lamas and Dolph Lundgren. Sun gained greater recognition for his role as Random Task in the 1997 hit Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. However, Sun's life took a shocking turn in 2008 when he was arrested for vandalizing his roommate's car. This minor crime led to the revelation of a far more disturbing past. His DNA was linked to a horrific crime that had remained unsolved for nearly 2 decades. On Christmas Eve in 1990, Sun and an accomplice abducted a 19-year-old woman as she walked her dog. They tortured her for hours, assaulting and raping her under the threat of a gun. During the trial, the victim recalled Sun's chilling remark, "I am my own Christmas present," as he assaulted her. Though the statute of limitations had expired for the sexual assault, Sun was convicted of felony torture and sentenced to 7 years to life in prison. Just 1 month after his release, Sun committed another shocking crime. He killed a fellow inmate, leading to an additional 27-year sentence for manslaughter. Joe Sun now faces life behind bars, his tragic fall from fame serving as a grim reminder of how quickly one's life can spiral out of control. The sixth individual on our list is Michael Jace, an actor best known for his role as police officer Julian Lowe on the acclaimed FX series The Shield. He also appeared in films like Forrest Gump and Boogie Nights. However, Jace's career and reputation were tragically overshadowed by a heartbreaking incident that occurred at his home in Hyde Park, Los Angeles, sending shockwaves through the public. On that fateful night, consumed by jealousy and an unfounded fear that his wife, April, an accomplished athlete, might leave him, Jace shot her in front of their two young sons, aged just 5 and 8. After shooting his wife in the leg, he chillingly told her, "If you like to run, run to heaven." Prosecutors argued that Jace had been drinking and allowed his emotions to spiral into impulsive, violent rage over imagined betrayals. During his trial, Jace was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. Before his sentencing, he expressed deep regret, acknowledging the unjustifiable nature of his actions and offering a sincere apology. "My actions that night were completely unjustified. I am deeply sorry for the pain I have caused everyone." Currently, Michael Jace is serving his sentence at California State Prison, Corcoran. The tragedy of this case, especially the fact that it took place in front of his own children, has left a lasting emotional impact on many, leaving the public grappling with the question of how a father could commit such a horrific act. The story remains haunting and unforgettable. Next on the list is Shah, a reality TV star who gained widespread recognition for her role on Bravo's The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Throughout 3 seasons of the show, Shah stood out with her bold personality, fierce style, and drama-filled storylines. However, her fame came crashing down in March 2021 when she was charged with criminal conspiracy to commit money laundering and wire fraud. Shah, alongside her assistant, allegedly ran a telemarketing scam that targeted elderly victims. The scheme involved deceiving vulnerable individuals with promises of worthless services, such as website development and business coaching, and extorting substantial amounts of money from them. The heartbreaking stories of the victims have been widely shared, including that of 75-year-old Tricia from North Carolina, who lost more than $47,000 to Shah's fraudulent services. Another victim, World War II veteran Ralph Hick, lost over $100,000 and tragically took his own life at 92. His family believes the scam played a role in his death. Federal prosecutors' sentencing memo revealed Shah's callous behavior, highlighting how she mocked the suffering of victims and strategized with co-defendants to keep extracting money from them. Initially pleading not guilty, Shah later admitted to wire fraud and was sentenced to 6.5 years in federal prison. She is currently incarcerated at Bryan State Prison in Texas and is scheduled for parole in August 2028. Shah's fall from grace was not only a shock to her fans, but also a powerful reminder that no one, not even reality TV stars, is immune from facing the consequences of their criminal actions. Julie and Todd Chrisley, the stars of the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, initially gained fame in 2014 for showcasing their extravagant lifestyle and tough-love parenting in the American South. Their larger-than-life persona and luxurious lifestyle captured the public's imagination, making them beloved figures in the reality TV world. However, their fame took a sharp downturn in 2019 when they were hit with serious criminal charges. The Chrisleys were accused of tax evasion, bank fraud, and wire fraud. Federal prosecutors revealed that the couple had concealed nearly $2 million in state taxes and over $1 million in reality TV earnings from the IRS. Additionally, they were found to have inflated their wealth to secure bank loans, submitting false documents, and borrowing over $30 million to fund their lavish lifestyle. These fraudulent actions ultimately led to their convictions on charges of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, tax evasion, and defrauding the United States. Following a trial that lasted almost 3 weeks, Todd Chrisley was sentenced to 12 years in prison, while his wife Julie received a 7-year sentence. Todd is currently serving his sentence at the Pensacola Federal Correctional Institution in Florida, while Julie is incarcerated at the Mariana Federal Correctional Institution, also in Florida. The couple's downfall was a shocking contrast to the glamorous life they portrayed on television, serving as a stark reminder that even reality stars are not immune to the consequences of criminal behavior. Jerry Harris, a star who rose to fame through his role in the Netflix documentary series Cheer, became widely recognized for his dynamic personality and exceptional talent as a cheerleader for the Navarro College Bulldogs. His energetic presence on the show garnered attention from fans and media, leading to high-profile appearances, including one on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. However, in September 2020, Harris's career came crashing down after he was accused of serious sexual misconduct involving minors. The allegations, which stemmed from incidents when Harris was 19 years old, led to an intense legal battle and ultimately resulted in his conviction. The case sent shockwaves through both the cheerleading community and the wider entertainment industry. Currently, Harris is serving his prison sentence at a federal correctional facility. His fall from grace serves as a painful reminder of the importance of maintaining ethical standards and personal accountability, particularly for public figures in the entertainment world. Darren Sharper, now 47, had a distinguished 14-year career in the NFL, where he played as a safety for the Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, and New Orleans Saints. Throughout his career, Sharper earned numerous accolades, including 2 All-Pro selections and 5 Pro Bowl appearances. He was also a key figure in the Saints' Super Bowl victory, a moment of triumph for the team and the city of New Orleans in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. However, Sharper's life took a dark turn in 2014 when he was accused of drugging and sexually assaulting 2 women, one in West Hollywood and the other in Las Vegas. The following year, multiple lawsuits were filed against him, but the terms of the settlements remained undisclosed. In 2016, Sharper faced justice for his actions. He pled guilty or no contest to drugging and raping 16 women across 4 states, including California and Nevada. In light of his heinous crimes, Sharper was sentenced to 18 years in prison, a stark reminder of the severe consequences of his actions and the lasting impact on his victims. Shannon Richardson, although not widely known, gained some recognition for her appearances in popular TV shows like The Walking Dead and The Vampire Diaries. However, her name became notorious not because of her acting career, but due to her involvement in a chilling criminal case. In 2013, Richardson sent a series of letters laced with ricin, a highly toxic substance made infamous by the TV show Breaking Bad. The letters were addressed to high-profile individuals, including former President Barack Obama and New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. At the time, Richardson was going through a contentious divorce and attempted to frame her ex-husband, Nathan, by falsely accusing him of being behind the letters. After a detailed investigation, the truth about Richardson's involvement was revealed, leading to her arrest. She was subsequently convicted and sentenced to 18 years in prison for her role in the poisoning plot and her attempts to mislead authorities by blaming her ex-husband. Her actions serve as a shocking reminder of how far some individuals will go to manipulate and harm others. Jonathan Paul Koppenhaver, better known by his ring name War Machine, was once a promising figure in the world of mixed martial arts, MMA. Born on November 30th, 1981, in Simi Valley, California, War Machine quickly gained attention for his raw strength, aggressive fighting style, and impressive athleticism. He began his MMA career in 2004 and fought for some of the sport's biggest organizations, including the UFC, Bellator MMA, and Extreme Fighting Championship XFC. War Machine also gained notoriety for his appearance on The Ultimate Fighter, the UFC's reality TV show, where his fierce personality and fighting abilities earned him a fan base. Throughout his nearly decade-long career, War Machine participated in 19 professional bouts, winning 14 and losing just 5. He was especially known for his knockout power, securing 8 victories through knockout or technical knockout, TKO. Many fans and analysts believed that War Machine could rise to the top of the UFC rankings. However, his promising career came crashing down in 2014 after a violent and disturbing attack on his ex-girlfriend, adult film actress Christy Mack. Following their breakup, War Machine showed up unannounced at Mack's Las Vegas home and, in a violent fit of jealousy upon discovering her with another man, attacked her in a brutal assault. He physically assaulted and raped Mack, leaving her with multiple broken bones, severe internal and facial injuries that required emergency medical treatment. He also severely injured her male friend in the process. The shocking nature of his crime led to a manhunt, and War Machine was arrested in 2014. In 2017, he faced 31 charges, including assault, kidnapping, and sexual assault. He was ultimately convicted of all charges, except for 2 counts of attempted murder. War Machine was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole only after 2053. War Machine's tragic downfall serves as a harsh reminder of how unchecked violence can destroy not only a promising career, but also lives and futures, forever altering the trajectory of everyone involved. He gained fame as a member of the K-pop group EXO before transitioning into acting. His career soared in the mid-2010s with notable roles in major films such as The Little Mermaid, Journey to the West, The Devil's Counterattack, XXX, Return of Xander Cage, and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. His talent and international recognition made him a prominent figure in both the music and film industries. However, despite his career achievements, Chris Wu's personal life took a dramatic turn when he became embroiled in a serious legal controversy. Prior to the incident, he was enjoying considerable success, both as a member of EXO and in his solo endeavors. But in July 2021, he was accused of involvement in a highly publicized lawsuit that quickly captured the attention of both the media and the public. The allegations severely damaged his reputation and sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. After an extensive investigation and trial, Chris Wu was sentenced in November 2022, marking a significant turning point in his career. This case has not only led to harsh legal repercussions, but also deeply impacted his image in the public eye. His fall from grace serves as a cautionary tale about the serious consequences of legal missteps in the entertainment industry and the importance of maintaining personal responsibility and integrity. William Hayden, a former star of the reality TV show Sons of Guns, has faced serious legal troubles that led to his conviction. The show, which aired on the Discovery Channel since 2011, focused on the Hayden family's firearms business, specializing in custom firearms manufacturing and sales. In 2014, Hayden was charged with aggravated assault, including the rape of 2 underage girls, with the incidents occurring over 2 decades apart. The victims included a 15-year-old girl and a 37-year-old woman. These charges resulted in Hayden's arrest and multiple felony charges. In 2015, Hayden was convicted by a jury and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The case sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, severely tarnishing his public image. These events not only highlight the dangers to young people, but also demonstrate how personal actions can irreparably damage a person's career and reputation. Skyler Deleon, a former extra on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, has experienced a tragic and disturbing life following his brief acting career. Born John Julius Jacobson Jr. on August 12, 1979 in California, Skyler endured a traumatic childhood marked by abuse from his father, which contributed to him changing his name twice. Under the name Skyler Deleon, he gained some recognition in children's television, but his life quickly spiraled out of control. At the age of 20, Deleon was discharged from the U.S. Navy due to unauthorized absences. In 2002, he married and had 2 children, but mounting financial struggles led him down a criminal path. Deleon's criminal activities reached a chilling climax in 2004 when he and his wife committed a brutal robbery and murder. They targeted a couple who were attempting to sell their yacht. During a test run, Deleon and his wife forced the couple to leave the boat, murdered them, and disposed of their bodies at sea. Although the bodies were never recovered, a confession from one of his accomplices years later triggered an investigation and legal proceedings. Skyler Deleon was ultimately sentenced to death for his role in the robbery and murders. The case shocked the community, marking a tragic end to a life that had already been marred by darkness and poor decisions. Cayenne Walker